Good evening and welcome, Speed Gaming, to another episode of the Crystalis Randomizer tournament. I am Matrick, and alongside me, I got my co-host Gozengata here. And this is round 2 of the Dragondarch and PMAkfal loser semifinal bracket. If you were here for last night's match, Kfal did take match 1 over Dragondarch, so Dragon is playing for his life tonight. So we'll see how this one goes. I don't know about you Goz, but after last night's match, I'm not putting my bets on anything.
I mean, let's look at it this way. All bets are off. We thought we knew what was going to happen. You couldn't call any direction Dragondarch was going, and I could barely follow what he was doing too. So no, all bets are off. Everything that we knew, like, about these two guys, about like levels of skill and everything, just out the window. Everybody is just level right now. There is no playing field. We're actually playing euchre.
Okay. I mean, I guess we're all like 90 suddenly playing euchre.
Yes.
Do we get to play bingo when we're done?
Yo, real talk, yes.
Okay, I'm in. B27.
Bingo.
Damn it, already? God.
Yes.
Wow. All right, well, it looks like the gate's
card.
been dropped. The gate's been dropped. These two are going, and here we are. You know, I don't know how she did it, but Ms. Metroid somehow managed to get these guys synced up within like a half of a second without even having to actually do any syncing. What kind of a wizard are you?
I hear Miss Metroid is one of the best, and that is why she is the best. Therefore, shout out to Miss Metroid. Being amazing. Great stuff.
Oh, bye! See you later!
You rolled the seed! Again! Instantaneous sword now. Look at this.
It is.
We get the Sword of Thunder. We're getting sent to the other side of the world. We get a windmill key. We're going back. You know what this is? I got it. I figured this out. They wanted the rematch from yesterday with a similar yet slightly different flavor. So now that they've got the sword, the windmill key is open to him. Dragondarch's going over here. He's going to check Rage out, see if he wants the Sword of Thunder. He does not.
No, he doesn't. Sorry, had a may have a small situation going on here.
Oh, that's not a problem. So they've got the sword. They're going to go up here. They're going to check the Portoa check here behind the queen just to make sure that we've kind of got this area fully covered out on this side. And then we're going to make our way back. Very quickly see the windmill cave there. Looks like Kfal did get poisoned, lost a little bit of life there, and decided to reset out of it. And it looks like we want a lamp.
Okay, so we want a fog lamp.
Okay, I'm down with that. It's like French vanilla. Dragondarch opting to sell that shield right away, and check out the money he got from that shield. He knows every time he's gonna get a shield, insanely early scaling, you're gonna make buku from selling.
Well, you know, especially if it's under 5 scaling, you know, it gets a ton of cash at that point. You know, knowing that he's not really gonna need it. He'd rather have the cash. After what happened last night with the warp boots, he's not taking any chances tonight.
Absolutely.
And that's another sword. We got water and thunder now.
So yeah, this is interesting. We've got access to cross Rage. I wonder if Rage is vanilla and actually wants that sword of water. I think both our runners are gonna check.
Yeah, looks like it. Because if they are able to get through there, then they're also going to get a couple of extra things. But it looks like there's a Medusa on the left, so unless there's a flyer on the right, this probably isn't happening.
Nope. Dragondarch's going to check for it for just a moment. I'm not seeing it either. I don't think it's there. Kfal is going over to the windmill cave there.
You don't blame him.
Dragondarch's going to be making his way right there.
We've got a very slight first entry into the windmill cave here for Kfal. Let's see if he opts to walk out or if he's going to take the wild warp. He's just going to wild warp it right away. He's not even going to walk outside. And he gets the double hug from the little girl. Pro strats on the defense from the little girl.
Absolutely. It's a big 2 thumbs up here from me saying, glad we got those hugs in. Everyone loves a good hug.
And that's a key to prison.
Man, talk about keys. We got the windmill key off the gate. We got the key to prison here. What's next? Key to Stixie? Just get all the keys out of the way.
I mean, this is now the second time in 2 days the key to prison's come out of the windmill cave. So... yeah, absolutely.
I mean, just look at this. We've got Medusas in here. We got Sword of Thunder just tearing them up. Like, this is great. And it is worth noting the money difference right now because PMAkfal did not sell his shield.
No, he did not. So, you know, he's going to be fighting for every pair of warp boots he could buy, whereas Dragondarch's going to be able to warp around the map at will. But you know what's going to happen now, right? Because this is the way that this game goes. When you get a situation like this where you get a ton of cash and you suddenly load up your inventory of warp boots, you're guaranteed to find teleport immediately thereafter. It's just the way it goes. And the Psycho Armor's a nice find.
Who doesn't love a nice piece of armor here? It's gonna, you know, give you health back in the early game. Don't have to worry about it. Don't worry. Warp boots.
Dude, he chucked a pair of warp boots for that Fruit of Lime. That's beautiful.
Oh, that's so good.
Oh, hi, Bert.
Shoutouts to Bert.
And a magic ring. So I guess we're heading out into checking a couple chests here in Hydra, and going into the Oasis Cave where there are 3 more checks.
Absolutely. We do have the Sword of Water there, so it's going to let us cross this path here. As Dragondarch very clearly made that ice bridge. Going to go up. There's 2 checks up here that we're going to be able to get, and then we can go down and get, what, 2 in the Oasis Cave?
3. They have the Sword of Thunder.
That is true. And an Orb of Water.
Ball of Water is going to double the damage output of said sword. I would like to say that, you know, that their next method of progression is going to be, you know, either wind or fire. But for some reason, I feel like it's going to be flood.
I think we really just want to see the that Saber South play.
Ooh. Early Saber. Nice poison there from the plant. So yeah, there it was. I missed it because I was typing something.
So we got the alarm flute. So again, we're going back to Leaf.
Yeah, that's a little bit of progression right there. Provides them with 1 extra check. But here's the deal. There are still 3 checks on the other side. I mean, I understand the reason for warping out so quickly because you were deep in Hydra and why bother walking out. So routing-wise, this makes sense, but there are still 3 more checks on the other side of the world there.
Absolutely. So Dragondarch kind of has a little bit of an advantage here just by his sheer number of warping boots. PMAkfal was able to pick up 1 pair. Unfortunately, 1 gold short for the next pair. So we'll be able to recross if necessary, if we don't get anything off this alarm flute progression-wise that we can use. What are you hoping to see?
Like I said, I have a feeling we're gonna see, you know, some flight access. There's a pretty good chance that that's gonna be a thing.
What if it's a fog lamp?
Or a statue of Onyx. So now we're going back the other direction. Heading back into that Oasis Cave. You know, at this point, you know what I'm hoping for? I'm hoping it's not flight. I'm actually hoping that it's a fog lamp plus a broken statue and a glowing lamp.
Absolutely. You know what I just thought of too? It could be even more trolly. Let's put flight at the very last chest. the one that's blocked by the water in the Oasis Cave, so that they have to go all the way through the tower without flight.
You know, actually, Goa Fortress is accessible at this point. Although nobody's going to go for it because they don't have a bracelet yet, unless there's a water bracelet here in the Oasis. Because with barrier not being guaranteed, they do technically have logical access to Goa Fortress at this point. Just they need to find a bracelet before they're actually able to, you know, logically kill the boss. Because I believe battle magic is still guaranteed in this flag set. I should look at that again.
In this flag set, I believe it is. There's flight. Well, we just threw all of our funsies out the window.
Thanks, Rando.
Thanks, Rando. Hashtag blame Matrick. He generated the seed.
But yeah, it definitely is. It definitely is still in logic to have bracelets for the bosses. But the good news is, with flight, that's going to open up a whole bunch of extra checks, including power ring, including going back the other direction and getting the ocean item. I hope the ocean item is the Sword of Wind.
You just wanted to give them, like, super early power, because yesterday you gave them Warrior Ring. Today, they're getting the Power Ring.
Yeah, I don't really have a choice in what they get. That's a Carissa plant.
And our first Mimic.
And now we're going to see a quick play on Sahara here. Okay, never mind. No, I'm not calling that.
Yeah, you are, because he's doing it.
Even if it looks like he's going that way, he's going to end up just jumping out at some point and doing something. And actually, I'm not entirely sure whether or not he skipped that item axe because the stream was frozen when he first went in there. So it's very possible he got that first chest and we just didn't see it. You know, like his stream froze there for a second, and you never know when he's suddenly going to warp a screen away when it catches up. And because I actually didn't notice what PMAkfal got from that location, I can't even check to see.
It's the Carissa plant.
No. From the first chest at the bottom, right below the entrance.
That was a Mimic.
Oh, it was a Mimic. Okay, then he didn't get anything from there.
Yep, that was a Mimic. That was our first Mimic.
It's nice.
It's very nice.
Jumping on top of the Fruit of Lime. Can't blame him. And let's see what our chest contains in the pyramid today. It's a consumable. Throw away an old pair of warp boots to pick up a new one.
I just wanted that fresh pair off the shelves.
Hey, you know, when the new Air Jordans come out, you got to take them out of the box.
Gotta respect them.
And PMAkfal's going to go in the back door of Goa here. He's going straight to Carmine's area. He wants those 5 checks.
Love Divergence, all I gotta say. Really happy to see this. Dragondarch making quick work of Dragon here. Getting told yet again, too many items. Fruit of Power, there we go.
You know, you just picked up those Jordans. Why'd you chuck them? And another consumable. What is this?
I believe it's the Pyramid of Consumables there, Matt. Oh, and there's our fog lamp.
Oh, boy.
A little too late. Thanks, Kensu.
We appreciate you, Kensu, for once again having nothing we need. It's a medical herb. First chest in Carmine's area.
That's a good feeling.
They don't have to worry about making a checkpoint here before they check the chest because they already got Thunder. And that is our second Mimic there.
Oh, doing great. Always a good feeling taking a Mimic to the face here. PMAkfal's gonna set that checkpoint, reset, clear that poison. Gotta love that ability. Great feature of the game.
You know, his face directly into the wyvern coming out.
And there's our Sword of Wind. So absolutely making the plays right here. They are paying off for sure. There's another Mimic. We're at... Dragondarch's not even checking items. We're just going right in for it. And he is Thunder weak. So both of these guys are going to have a pretty quick kill here. Dragondarch did use the sword charge glitch to boost up his power. So he's going to make faster work there. Yep, just like that. Faster work with that power ring on. PMAkfal will still be able to do something pretty close to that, but he's going to have to take his time and charge up. And there's teleport. Oh, man. So Dragondarch's definitely going to be able to use all of the warp boots that he's got and then just save that MP for flight. So that will still help him out. And down goes Carmine for Kfal. He's gonna be happy to get that teleport spell here.
Once again, first to the teleport spell.
That was Dragondarch.
It was. I thought it was
Second chest behind Carmine. And DD killed him first because of the sword charge glitch.
Got it. Because he walked in with thunder. Got it. Okay, so this is a complete opposite deal going on here compared to yesterday. An opal statue. Good to throw away something for that.
Absolutely.
But now the question is, what's Mato going to be weak to? And is he going to go for it? I mean, he's got low enough scaling at this point that if you're gonna do it, now's the time.
I mean, you've got Power Ring. Yeah,
he'll drop like a rock.
You got an opal for safety. You've got at least one medical herb. You've got 2 swords or 3 swords, 1 with an orb. You're just hoping it's water at this point, I guess.
As Dragondarch gets bodied by that Medusa. Now, at this scaling level, these Medusas are worth 63 experience, so a short time is going to be... we'll see if he grinds, but it looks like he's not.
Kfal's setting up for the skip here to get behind Kelbesk, so he'll be able to get that checkpoint saved, be able to try a couple swords here and figure out which one he's weak to. Not wind.
Not water.
Not looking like water. It is thunder. Meanwhile, Dragondarch started his Mato fight. What have we got here for his weakness?
He's not weak to water, that's for sure.
It is wind.
Yeah, it is definitely wind. Now, I don't think he has enough healing to actually deal with this. That's the only major issue.
He does have the opal. He's got an opal and he's got psycho armor. So, I mean, I can't blame him for warping away at all. It's definitely a good choice here, in my opinion. He only has the opal really to rely on. Psycho armor is not the best thing that you want to rely on in,
not in Mato's fight.
Not in Mato's fight. No, not at all.
Dragondarch's going to go and check Rage again. We're going to see, now that we have a 75% chance, which sword does he want? It's fire! Womp nice. Womp! So now, we should see an Evil Spirit Island play out of Dragon. Again, you got a 75% chance to be able to get 9 items out of there. And, you know, it's a big... Kfal, meanwhile, making his way through Sabera's area here. He's going to get the first of these 3 chests. And taking a paralysis beam to the face. And that's a shield ring. Dragondarch grabs something.
It's just a magic ring.
Oh, it's a magic ring. Okay. Making the pit stop in Joel Island, refilling that MP, and off he goes. Kfal, meanwhile, is going to come across the Iron Necklace. So both the shield ring and the Iron Necklace, and he resets out. Big no. Those are 2 items he does not need. Unless he wants the shield ring?
No, he's got to check the 3rd item.
Oh, that's just weird routing. Take the long way. I guess he's on a vacation. That's a Stixie key. There's another 6 checks that can be made.
There's our sword.
Well, we know that the Kelbesk now is able to be easily killed. We know that Mado is weak to wind. So now what is Sabera and Mado Sabera 2 going to be weak to?
Well, let's find out. Not water.
Not water.
Not wind?
Nope. Is it thunder? That looks like a fire weakness.
I don't know. He missed with the thunder, though.
Nah, he hit it there at the end. He must have heard the tank or he wouldn't have left. Kfal, not going to make it. Well, never mind. Changed his mind. He's going for the rage. Dragondarch picks up paralysis and finds our next mimic.
4th mimic.
4.
I'm at 1/3 of my power level. It feels good.
Getting the bad news that Rage does not care about your. And he's gonna go back to the vampire cave. It's some new territory.
We got 2 items in there. Past walls, and then 1 on the vampire itself. Orb of Thunder pickup for Dragondarch.
Not bad. Not bad.
Definitely. I mean, you've got 3 swords now with orbs, so you're dealing a good amount of damage. Not to mention you've got the versatility of the different hits there. Like, so he's setting up for the sword charge glitch here.
Taking the sniles and stealing an orb. Uh-oh, Kfal. But apparently the sword hitbox is actually out because that Medusa tried and went ow and walked away.
Oh, nice. So Vampire 2, beautiful tank sound from that wind sword. He's using that because it's going to keep him in place there. Gets the recover spell for his efforts.
Yep, and he's nothing special there. Recover's not that important.
Flame bracelet.
Well, that put the key to Stixie in logic, because now that he has the flame bracelet and we know the Sword of Fire is available, that's a dead Kelbesk 1.
Absolutely. On the plus side, that Dragondarch found us our 5th mimic, though, so I'm very happy with this play.
You would.
You would too. Chat wants to see mimics. Not wind, not fire, not water, it's thunder.
Thundercats, ho! Sabera is not playing around. She's doing damage. Because Dragondarch has no shield.
He doesn't need a shield. Look at his money.
Yeah, well, he might need a shield when he's, taking balls to the face. Never mind.
Nope, he's good. Doesn't even need to worry about it.
And our old boy Clark here has a lysis plant. Oh, hey, check it out. A trade to Akahana. One bush for another. Hand him a fragrant plant, and he's like, here, this will cure the poison you had from carrying that thing around. That was something in the grass.
Nothing good. Just a consumable.
Perfect. So far, Kfal's plays have not been paying off, unfortunately.
I'd like to point out that Kfal's inventory is pretty much the exact opposite of Dragondarch's. So Kfal has a lot of herbs, where Dragondarch has a lot of boots. And the barrier spell.
Well, that's a good find. And
a mimic.
Lady, you got a chest in your basement. We're halfway there, Goes. We're halfway there.
I am at 50% of my power level, and I'm feeling great.
So what would the scouter say if it were measuring your power level?
Currently, unfortunately, only 7,200, but we'll get there.
Oh, man. Yeah, I'm not worried about it. A mirrored shield? Well, I may as well.
I mean, you did say he didn't have a shield, and now, fully equipped. Dragondarch's on the go.
He's like, hey, wait, that's not the bush. Ah! There is no medical herbs for sale in Portoa. That is rare.
I'm pretty sure his inventory is full now too from that. Oh no, he got it. Okay.
That is beautiful. PMAkfal, meanwhile, he's heading up to check out what Kelbesk 1 is with. Making use of the skips there. And off he goes.
Absolutely.
Well, that was a no.
Water
It's
is
water.
the answer.
Yeah, with that power ring, just power through. The magic of insect flute and a bow of moon. That is a win-win right there.
Absolutely. It's a great feeling.
So now he's going to hand the dolphin an herb in there. He's going to hand back an herb.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
never mind. I had no idea that was actually coming.
So, fun fact, PMAkfal got the Bow of Truth.
Okay.
Okay. I was going to comment the fact that he just got telepathy from Kelbesk, but yeah, no.
Well, he did get telepathy from Kelbesk, but he also got the Bow of Truth right behind it.
Stom. What's this? A war? Beware of Mado. Oh, this guy.
It was a medical herb, Steve. He forked over a medical herb, and the dolphin gave him the psych and split. Yeah, the fact that the fire sword was in Evil Spirit Island has given Dragondarch that leg up at this point, because PMAkfal has not made his way to Evil Spirit Island.
Not yet, but he does have more bosses killed, though it is worth noting he did just kind of dip out of Saber North. Went straight for the boss and just dipped.
Well, there's nothing to get there without the Sword of Fire.
This is absolutely true.
But you know what there is to get here in Chiron? There are plenty of shurikens to the face, as PMAkfal is showing us. Dragondarch picking up his flame bracelet, so now he definitely has sword charge glitch ability.
Yeah, at the maximum level here.
I'm probably not going to worry too much about bosses, and that is a pair of warp boots for PMAkfal. Wow, dude. Just stomp on the random dude. Not even stomp.
Yeah, he doesn't even have a name.
Yeah, that doesn't have any meaning. That's like stomping on a fruit of lime. You just do it. I'm gonna have to give him some crap for that one. Who stomps on a random dude?
Yeah, come on, just let him sleep.
I know, right? I mean, if you're gonna talk to somebody, at least talk to somebody who's got real dialogue, like Stomp.
I mean, he did, though. He did talk to Stomp.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, he stomped on a random dude.
Yeah, no, you don't do that. That's not cool.
And that's another consumable, as we've already seen before. Dragondarch chucking a Lysis plant, picking up a Lysis plant, and he's gonna go and find all the consumables and stuff that there are to find here in Cordell Plains. And these flail guys, that is some serious defense. Trading in the Crystalis plant for that consumable, which we know is an antidote. Dragondarch hoping that fog lamp was going to be the Crystalis plant item, but it is not. I believe that's the boat owner item, if we're not mistaken.
Fog lamp, yes. Did you see what was on my ledge? It was change.
Pocket change?
No, the change. Spell! So now we can, you know, sneak around and meet other people.
Sweet. Too bad PMAkfal already, you know, dealt with Stom. We don't get any hot memes out of it. Dragondarch gonna opt to grind a level there on that Mimic. You know what he didn't need the Mimic for? Money.
I don't know, man.
He's running
Every
out.
little bit's gonna add up.
He's definitely running out. He's only got 10 times the cash that PMAkfal does. I like how Dragondarch, who has the barrier spell, decides I'd rather fly.
Nope, no time. I got all my stuff set up. I got flight on. We're just going. And I respect this. Open the front, go over here and deal with Meta 1. I like this. Eyeglasses from PMAkfal at the chest before the top of the summit here on Hydra.
Dragondarch gonna quickly get the bad news that Mato here is weak to that sort of wind. He does not have any orbs yet for. And there's the news, of course, as he resets the sword charge glitch onto that sort of wind right before the he goes into the fight. PMAkfal is probably going to head up to Stixie now. The Bow of Sun location not paying off for him, and that was a beautiful tornado from Dragondarch. Wow, look at that.
I think that entire fight took 5 seconds. I think.
Maybe. I mean, if you blinked, you missed it. Yeah, he fired that off and had perfect movement from Mato himself. Why can't Mato 2 be more like that? Why can't Mato 2 just spawn in and die?
Because Som couldn't beat him.
Hey, we got a raid coming in. SpeedGaming France. Sending their viewers over here. Welcome. PMAkfal checking the right side. After yesterday didn't pay off with him going left, he decides he's going to go right today. And gets a Bow of Sun. Well, you know, he's leading the bow race. And the ivory statue on the right. The right was the correct play today. As I mentioned before, you always go right first. Always go right first. Both the Waterfall Cave and here in Stixie.
But what if I don't have flight?
You still go right.
Okay.
And then you realize you don't have flight and then go left. It's just the way of the world, sir.
Okay. So as long as I know, I'm
Yes.
taking notes.
Always go right. And the axe chest containing a magic ring. Dragondarch getting the news that Thunder Sword is the one that Kelbesk is weak to. And Kelbesk giving him a pretty nice pack. There's an opal statue. Another nice find for PMAkfal. And having to chuck another consumable. This time, pair of warp boots. Now, Dragondarch making the G-Brain play here. Sword Charge glitching over to Thunder. And we already know that Sabera is not weak to Thunder. Sabera 2 is weak to Fire. But he's doing the... that's a big nope. He's doing the Thunder Charge because he's going to have to destroy that iron wall. And so doing that means he's going to save himself the trouble if Sabera turns out to be weak to Thunder. But again, she is absolutely weak to Fire.
So, you remember that change spell?
Yep.
Yeah. Warrior Ring.
I mean, you have the power ring.
Rokahana.
Who cares?
I mean, having both is nice. Like, let's be real here for a minute. They're level 8. You got a Warrior Ring on. You can just ease it in a little bit more. Get some free XP as you go. I mean, you're going to push things out of your way anyway. So, less MP usage. You don't have to fly everywhere. Oh. And it's a consumable on your rabbit.
Sure is. Alright, Sabera. Show Dragondarch you're weak to fire. And there it is.
I love the quick check.
As he roasts Sabera here. Now here's the deal. Even with a power ring and, sufficient levels plus a bracelet, Sabera still takes more than one level 3 charge shot to take down because she just has so much defense. PMAkfal making his way through the pyramid. Dragondarch is going to check what that... Oh no, he's going to go back and sword charge glitch. Back to, I'm guessing Thunder. For Mado too.
Can't blame him. I mean, there is a wall up there, so...
No, actually, he's going to go to Wind. Because he knows that Wind is the right sword. Remember, he checked it before. Yep. So he's going to go straight for Mado 2, kill him, then drop down, and he can grab all the chests.
That's actually really smart, because then he's going to be able to full clear this, and everything's going to be finished for him. While that was happening, KFL did just finish Dragon 1.
Getting all the consumables out of the pyramid. And he's now going to make his way over to Evil Spirit Island, where he's going to find that fire sword about 20 minutes behind Dragondarch. So whereas yesterday, the early out of the way checks were being made by KFal and they were paying off. Today, it's the complete opposite, and Dragondarch is the one who's getting the good check.
Just gotta say, it's a good feeling when you pick up that Blizzard bracelet, but at this point in the game, do we need it?
Well, maybe. I mean, actually, no, we don't, because we've seen all the bosses, so nah, you really don't need that at this point.
But I'm happy he's checking chests, because now we're on Mimic number 8.
Well, here's the deal. As soon as he makes his way over to Evil Spirit, to Mount Saber North to take down Kelbask, he's going to get his Bow of Truth, and then the Bow of Sun should follow not too long behind there when he makes his way over to Styxy. And, if he plays the numbers game, he's going to go to Styxy before he goes to a lot of other places, because there's a lot more chests there.
Absolutely, and that Mado maybe 15-20 seconds.
God, everything is a consumable. The Dragondarch are going to go back down and make the chests that the checks that he missed earlier and the chests that he didn't pick up. Of course, we know that there's nothing he needs. We know that every single item that they need to finish the game is already in their possession. Both of them. Or I should say, has been found between the two of them. Oh no! Well, that sucks. Good snipe. Picking up the Ball of Wind, I guess if Kelbask was weak to it, you could use it, but why bother with the extra scaling when you already have the Flame Bracelet and the Ball of Wind's going to provide you with nothing? That's another Mimic.
I'm almost there.
So now, what does the Scouter say about your power level?
Oh, it's 100% over 9,000.
Oh, baby. Man, this is Go a Fortress of Consumables. So now Dragondarch is going to head right over to Mount Saber North. Kind of unsure why he didn't come from the backside, considering he has the key to prison. They got it right at the beginning of the game in the Windmill Cave, so I'm not exactly sure. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. Thank you very much, Dragondarch, for that.
That's why he came in the front.
Yeah, he just wanted to make up for yesterday's debacle. Where was Bow of Moon? The Bow of Moon was in... Where was the Bow of Moon?
Do you actually not remember?
I actually don't remember.
Styxy?
No, that's where Sun was. No, Moon's the one that Dragondarch got really early, and I'm drawing a blank as to where it was. Yeah, I totally don't remember where it was, but Dragondarch got it pretty early. Oh, no, I know where it was. It's on Asina. It's on Asina after you go and talk to Rage, but because Rage wanted the Sword of Fire, and there was no board there to push them through, Kfal has not made his way back there to pick it up yet. And there, Dragondarch gets his Bow of Truth. So now all he needs to do is head over to the Cave of Styxy, and he'll be on his way to Dragon. Now, granted, he's not going to leave all these checks behind and run straight over there, because he doesn't know that it's there, but we do. Speaking of broken statues that I called out earlier, there it is.
Oh, found it. Found the
However,
statue.
That'll lead you to the insect flute, which, as we know, is not needed. Kfal gonna use his warrior ring here to check to see what Sabera's weak to. And he gets the news that it is thunder. And he's like, forget it, I'll just shoot her. He thought about going to the power ring, but nah, changed his mind. These butterflies. They're doing what butterflies do best.
So you're saying they're being jerks?
They're butterflies. It goes without saying. Uh-oh. Don't follow that rabbit hole.
I mean, if anything, he'll route that in after he does Styxy, I would think, if he is doing density.
Yeah, I mean, he's doing these checks because he's already here. Not because it's, a good set of checks. Especially since they're all relatively spread out. That's another consumable. So Dragondarch heading to Goa. Is he going to check Brokahana, or is he just... Oh, you know what? He's already massacred Shiren, so he probably is going to go to Styxy now. Yep, sure. He just wanted to refill his MP. So, at this point, Dragondarch is... this is his seed to lose. He has now cleared every boss in the game. He has everything except for the final bow, which he's on his way to pick up right now. If he goes to Hydra first, it's gonna cost him a little time, but he's still, got a good lead here over Kfal at this point. Kfal is heading in the back door here. He's going after Mado too. However, he also has to kill Sabera too. He's only killed Sabera 1. And he doesn't know that Mado is weak to the Sword of Wind, so he's probably going to go for it. He's going to be forced to use that warrior ring, and that's going to take him a while to take down Mado. And there it is. Dragondarch picks up his Bow of Sun, and he's done. Put a fork in it. So, while Dragondarch makes his way off to the crypt here to finish up his run, Kfal is going to make his way into Mado 2 to get the bad news that he is really under-equipped to fight this guy. Dragondarch looks like he's going to probably grind to level 10. But Kfal is going to switch to the power ring, and he's going to try to stab this guy down, utilizing that opal. Not a bad move. Ooh, he burns a second one. Does he get rewarded with a kill? He's going to switch back to that warrior ring and hope he can shoot him down. Yeah, with this scaling level, He gets him, cost him a lot of resources, but at that scaling level, he just had a lot of health to be dealing, 4 damage a hit from his sword alone with the power ring. And actually, now that I think about it, he was probably doing more damage with the warrior ring, because at level 1, the power ring is adding an additional 2 damage, and the warrior ring would instead be adding 3, because that's the damage of a level 1 projectile. So when your sword's at level 1, the power ring is actually weaker than the warrior ring. PMAkfal should have stuck with that from the start. Dragondarch going back. He's going to go ahead and hit level 11 since he's so close. Why not? He needed 2 more kills. Oh, come on. Of course, he gets the respawn on the way back when he doesn't need it, right?
That's always how it goes.
Yeah. So here's our first look at Dragon 2. As Dragondarch fires off the Bow of Truth. He's going to run right into the wings and hope for a laser. And he gets... Dragondarch has taken a couple of hits from Dragon there, so he, fortunately it moved him back onto the right pixel, but sometimes you can lose track of where that is, and it's usually good to just run down to the position that resets you to the right spot when you've taken a couple of bots, just to be sure. But down goes Dragon, and Dragondarch is heading into the tower. This should be done probably about a 51.5 minute seed, I would guess.
I'll say 52 and change.
I mean, that means he's got like a 7-minute tower going, which is pretty slow, especially considering he's got low scaling, high levels, and the power ring. So, yeah, I don't see that happening. This is going to go quick. Especially when it's a single flame bracelet for a group of white robots. Yeah, this one's going to be done real quick. This is going to be more like a 3.5 minute tower. He might actually sub 50 this. And showing his mastery of manipulation of the monsters here, as he's able to just quickly and easily stab a few of these down, utilizing standard speedrunning strats here before he moves into, blasting things down with the flame bracelet.
So while that was happening, PMAkfal did finish out Sabera 2 fight and decided to go over and find my 10th Mimic in the Fog Lamp Cave.
Well, again, because he hasn't been to the back to Asina and the Dolphin yet, he's still looking for that bow, not knowing that it's right there for him. I don't blame him for making these checks. In fact, I'm not even sure, to be honest. I didn't see it because I was watching Dragondarch during the Dragon fight, but did he go and visit Rage yet?
No, I don't think he has.
Alright, so Dragondarch making his way in, picking up the Crystalis sword here. He's going to be off the Dyna sub 50. This might be a sub 49. He flew through that tower like it wasn't even there. Alright, let's see here. Dyna giving him a great long opened eye and a quick closure. Look at this. Getting a good pattern here. Well, as soon as I say that, I get a longer eye closure. And down goes Dyna. This one's done. Dragondarch finishing with an official SRL time of 48 minutes and 11 seconds. GG to Dragondarch. What a just an actual stomping of that seed. He made real quick work of that one. And speaking of making quick work of things, he couldn't wait to get in the call here to gloat after, dominating this run. Good game, sir.
That run was the exact opposite of all my practice today.
Well, it was also the exact opposite of last night's run.
To give you an idea, I did 5 practice runs before this, and 3 of them were over 120.
You know, you had a couple of those yesterday, too.
No, yesterday it was 112. Today I had one that was a literal hundo and then some. And it was a 124. And I had like 2 others that were like 120. And I had 1 sub-hour.
Oof.
It's just like, I don't know. All the seeds I was doing in practice were literally last possible place I could check. Well, there's the item I needed. This one was just like, here, you need this? Here, it's in you're gonna trip over it.
Kind of. So PMAkfal is just now making his way into Rage. So this should put him, if he goes straight to Portoa and checks on Asina, he will be getting his Bow of Moon. And he's going to be heading off to Dragon here himself shortly. He opted to check the Carissa and Foglamp caves, as opposed to going straight for Raid.
Those were on my list after Styxy and Hydra.
Yeah, I had a feeling you were going to Styxy after you did Mount Saber North, especially once you found that Bow of Truth. We already knew that the Bow of Sun was there because PMAkfal did that really early. So I figured strictly based off of density that that was where you were going to be going next. And it turned out I was actually right tonight. I made some decent calls. Yeah, you didn't go like, hey, I'm going to walk over to Styxy. No, never mind. I'm going the other direction instead.
Also, shout out to that Sacred Shield right out of the gate that sold for 13,500.
Right? And then, of course, shortly thereafter, what did you find?
It wasn't shortly thereafter. It was still a little bit before I found Teleport. Like, all those warp boots I bought this time were actually useful.
Yeah, and then, of course, afterwards, you kept chucking warp boots and picking up Air Jordans. All the warp boots chests were all over the place today.
I mean, at least I had warp boots today.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It was the complete opposite of yesterday, where you couldn't have bought a pair of warp boots if you had $500,000 on you. Also, basically throughout the entire seed, you were sitting on average, about 10 times the amount of cash that PMAkfal had at any given time.
Oh, he didn't sell the Sacred Shield?
Nope, he went right through it, and it wasn't until he picked up the Warrior Ring from Bro Kahana that he started actually amassing cash. And that was mostly just because he was killing everything in his path like you do once you have a Warrior Ring.
Right. Where was the ivory statue then? Because I didn't get the check Bro Kahana.
The ivory statue was located in... Where did PMAkfal go that you didn't go? Oh, I think it was actually in Styxy. It was actually right behind the Bow of Sun, now that I think about it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh well. I had a power ring. I didn't care anymore.
Right. I mean, when the Warrior Ring was found, that was what I said. I was like, oh, who cares? I already have the power.
I mean, Warrior Ring's great if you still have a bunch of the game to go. You can swap between the two based on the situation, but... I mean, at the point I was at, no. I might have used it in the tower a little bit, but that would have been it.
So, PMAkfal took down Mato 2 with the level 1 wind sword because nobody found the ball of wind early enough to. And in his case, he came from the backside and hadn't checked him early like you did. So he had no idea what it was. So he went in there and he started the fight using the power ring. Now, the power ring, when you have a level 1 sword, is going to add 2 damage per hit because you're doubling the power of the sword. The Warrior Ring is going to fire off the level 1 charge shot, which does 3 damage a hit. So he burned 2 opal statues and just tried to face tank Mato and was doing less damage than if he would have stuck with the Warrior Ring. Because most people just think, oh, the Warrior Ring is going to give me more damage. But not when you're at a level 1 sword. The Warrior Ring is actually better with a level 1 sword than the Power Ring. And it's the only case in which, you know, that's going to ever be a thing. If you have a ball, then the power ring is going to do considerably more damage.
Oh, yeah.
But when you have a level 1 sword, warrior ring is the better damage option. So PMAkfal continues to climb up the tower here. He's on the 2nd floor. Just like Dragondarch, he's loaded on levels. He's loaded on equipment. He's going to blitz right through this. It's going to be over here in just a few minutes for him as well. The good news is we got to hear tower music twice. Hey!
Great success.
That is always a great success. I say high five. PMAkfal burning a magic ring because he was actually, instead of stabbing to the music, he was pulling a magic and using the barrier spell to the music.
Whoops.
Hey, I don't blame him. I do all that stuff. There was a fun joke thing on Twitter earlier about things that if you were to come to my stream, you would see regularly. And that was one I actually left off the list, and somebody tweeted at me like, hey, how about, you know, shooting or stabbing your sword or doing something to the music? And I was like, yeah, okay, that's a good one too. I do that in just about every... At least as long as the music's boss. He was doing it with the change spell, which apparently doesn't work in the tower.
That's correct. You cannot change in the tower. But that bass, though, that bass was good.
Huh.
I was like, what? I've never actually heard that before.
I didn't know you couldn't use change up there.
I've never tried it. There's never been a reason to, so... Interesting. In before Fierce Deity, Samia put into the... change into the boss. Yeah, PMAkfal, he finishes with an official SRL time of 56 minutes and 1 second. Congratulations to him as well. So, we now have a game 3. Are you guys going to set that one up for tomorrow?
Probably.
Sweet.
Dude, 48 minutes, come on, man. GG.
It's not my fault I tripped over everything I needed.
I looked at, when I went in the tower, I was like, holy crap, 48 minutes, man. But, you know, I can't even be mad. Sub-hour, 56 minutes, you know, it is what it is.
That's a pretty strong run still. I mean, it just so happened that, you know, kind of like what happened yesterday where you made plays and the plays were paying off. Pretty much every play Dragondarch made was paying off.
I think my early check to Mato 2, just to see what he was weak to, I think really ended up helping because it saved a bunch of backtracking later on.
Yeah, I think your Mato 2 fight lasted all of about 9 seconds. PMAkfal, so a bit of interesting information for you here for the future. When you have a level 1 sword and you use the power ring, the power ring is going to double the damage of the sword. That means it's going to add 2 damage per swing. The warrior ring is going to fire off level 1 charge shots, which all of those are normalized to do 3 damage. We're actually doing less damage per hit using the power ring against Mato 2 there than if you had stuck with the warrior ring the entire time.
Oh, well, okay. Well, now I know.
So, yeah.
Well,
and it would have been safer because you'd have been doing it at range.
And I wouldn't have popped both opals.
Possibly.
Yeah, you know, that's good to know. I'm not too upset because that didn't make the difference for me. Like, had I done it that way, it wouldn't have really mattered. But now that I know, it's good. I can do that in the future.
Right. It's. I mean, again, I'm just giving you the information so you can learn it. It's only in the case of when you're using a level 1 sword against you know, something. But it is just a bit of good advice to hang on to, you know, for down the road when this situation inevitably pops up.
But a power ring with level 2 is better than warrior ring with level 2, yes?
Correct.
Okay, interesting. Interesting.
Yeah, because the warrior ring at level 2 is going to do 4 damage plus 3, right? And
yeah.
the power ring at level 2 is going to do 4 damage plus 4, so you're going to be getting 1 extra damage.
Gotcha. Okay.
And you also have the benefit of charging up to level 2 if you want, which those do, that much more damage on top of it. So, yeah, power ring will always be better when you have a level 2 or 3.
Okay. So, hey, still almost a 9-minute improvement in my PB, which is, I'm happy.
Yeah, no, it was a good race. I mean, you get a sub hour, you got to be feeling pretty good. I mean, it just so happened that your sub hour just wasn't good enough tonight, but in most cases, long time.
Yeah, I'm not too upset with how I played. I don't, I made some decisions that didn't pay out like they did last night, so.
Hey, you gamble, you win some. You gamble, you lose.
Yep. But yeah, GG. That was man. When I saw your time, holy crap.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Because that's like I was telling them. That's the exact opposite of all my practice today.
And seed was night and day from yesterday's seed. It started out so much better with a sword and access to almost everything. That was kind.
Yeah, I'm not doing that again. The next one's going to be another 25-minute sword.
Don't worry, I got you.
It was kind of nice walking up to the elder like, hey, by the way, bye.
Yeah.
Get out of my house.
Here, take this and get the hell out.
Oh, but good times. So unfortunately, we have to do this again, don't we?
Yes,
You
one
sure
more time.
do.
Not
I
unfortunately.
mean,
fortunately.
Here's the thing. You don't have to. You could say, Dragondarch, sir, I've had a great tournament. It's up to you.
No, I'm going out. I'm
Yeah.
going out, guns blazing. Come on. So-
Hey, you know what? It's not like you lose by 25 minutes, and you don't feel like you have a chance. I mean, you won last night.
Yep. And seriously, losing a race and still getting sub hour, I'm not unhappy in the slightest. So that doesn't bother me one bit. So
For sure. Goes, you've been quiet. What do you got for me?
You found 10 mimics.
I'm sorry.
Game 3, you must find 12.
10 mimics in under an hour. That's a
10
lot of
minutes.
per minute.
10 mimics in under 50 minutes.
No, only 9. Only 9 in under 50.
Oh, okay. Fal found one after DD finished.
Yes.
Ah. Oh, that's right. It was in the fog lamp cave, and he had to reset out of it.
That is
Yeah,
correct.
because it poisoned me. Jerk.
By
I
the
just
way,
want a hug.
had the recover spell.
I know, but it takes more. I don't know. It's annoying switching to it.
You forgot. You forget you have spells sometimes because it's like, oh hey, I got this. Well, that's not something I care about too much, and you just put it in the back of your mind, and then later on, oh, I could have cast that.
I didn't forget it. It was probably not the best choice to reset back, but I felt like it would not. For me, I'm so bad at menuing. Opening the menu, finding recover, using it, switching off of it. Instead of dealing with that garbage, I just reset.
I mean, realistically, recover is a spell that's only useful when you don't have it, because that's the only time you'll ever need it.
Oh yeah, like when I got paralyzed like 3 times at the beginning of the game.
Ouch.
And got caught in that tree. What was it like? I got stuck in that tree and that little slime puddle just came creeping up towards me the whole time. It was like the first minute.
Yo, yeah. Yeah, right over there in the, what was that, the Lime Tree Valley or something?
Yeah, I thought I was gonna like juke him and I got stuck in the tree and I just watched him come closer and closer. I was like, guys,
Buddy, I got a hug.
Oh, was that the other enemy there? I knew there was a Medusa in there, but I didn't know what the other enemy was. I just figured it wasn't a flyer because I waited forever for one.
No, it was after you go out of the Rages area. It's
okay.
the south of the Portoa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was coming out of Lime Tree Valley. It was like the first enemy right there as he tried to duck in between the mountain and the tree, and the puddle pushed him into the train. It was
as soon as that happened,
plays.
when that happened, I was like, "Oh, is this how this seed's gonna go? Come on."
Yes,
But-
actually it did. You got paralyzed a couple of times. You got petrified once. You got poisoned a few times. It
Hey,
was one of those.
I noticed that though, when you get if your sword is behind you, you can still hit the Medusas if you get stoned, petrified.
So it's actually because when the sword's behind you and you've let the button go, the sprite actually spawns like inside of your hitbox, but 1 pixel out before you've actually got the animation starting for the sword poking forward, and it hasn't moved yet.
Interesting.
But you still have a pixel that's out. The
Interesting.
animation just hasn't started.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm also very disappointed that you can't change into the girl and go into Dynamite. I was very upset.
So as you were farting to the music there at the end, I had no idea you couldn't change in the tower, and neither did Dragondarch. But that was an interesting thing. I can guarantee you, if you were to somehow be able to change in the tower, if you went into that Dynafight, it would pull a really bad looking sprite.
That's what I was hoping. I was going to see what would happen. I tried to use telepathy up there one time. You can't use telepathy either because everybody's dead.
I don't think anybody you can use telepathy on is dead.
Stom is. Stom's dead.
You can't use telepathy to talk to Stom.
You can't talk to Stom? Oh, that's right. That's not Stom.
Only the 4 wise men, and they were all sitting there laughing at Azteca as he died.
Oh, right. That's right. That's right. Okay. Never mind. Never mind.
Oh, by the way, hold on. Stop the presses for a minute. What's with stomping on the poor nameless dude's head? That was so uncalled for.
Wait, which one?
Oh,
yeah.
Dude, you curb stomped the dude right there in the middle of Shiren for no reason. You just stomped him on the way down.
Tripped over him.
Oh, you didn't even know. You did not trip over him. You went out of your way to go over there and jump on his face. There was no tripping there.
Well, you know what? Maybe he should have been stronger.
I just want to say I'm sad that I found the Fruit of Lime before I found anything that would allow me to jump up and down on top of it.
I held on to it to do that, just for that.
Yes, yeah, as a matter of fact, he did. He waited until he got flight there in the Oasis Cave and then immediately chucked it on the ground and went...
I just threw it on some spikes and called it a day. I'm like, nope, not letting it crowd my inventory.
I thought about selling it, but then I was like, nah, I gotta jump on it. Can't make this useful.
If Steve should just make it so if you try to sell the Fruit of Lime, it just puts your money into the negative.
Yeah, it should take your money away.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you got 6,300 gold. How much does this sell for? Negative 6,300. The shopkeeper's like, you want me to do what? You gotta pay me to take this crap.
That was fun, though. That was a fun race. It was good. That was very fast-paced. I couldn't believe how far we were in early this time.
Yeah, I think I was entering Goa Fortress at like the 31-minute mark or something.
Oh, shoot. I was in Goa Fortress at like, what, 15 minutes?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
You did that again. You went for the tank on Kelbesk again, but it didn't end up needing to be because he was weak to Thunder.
Yeah, I was going to tank him, but because I had those 2 opals.
Yeah, you were at 15 scaling anyway, so it wasn't like it was really going to matter.
No. So.
But yeah, good times.
It was good.
Well, you guys have a race schedule?
I guess same time tomorrow night?
I'm down.
So we're giving them less than 24 hours at this point. I'm going to suggest we move it to Saturday just to...
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, so we can give them plenty of time to get the schedule done because I know that the person that does the schedule tries to get it done, a day in advance. So
yeah, fair. If that's cool with you, DD, I can do Saturday night.
Yeah, we can do Saturday.
Yep, I'm wide open.
Get it put up on the schedule. We'll get it approved, and we'll see you two back here on Saturday.
Yep. Well, GG's. Good race. It's gonna be a good game. Game 3.
It may as well be a game 7.
Yeah.
Until we get the seed that literally has no swords until Crypt.
I've got you.
Oh no! Now
You know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and generate seeds to make that happen at this point. And you know what I'm gonna do? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make a plando so that the first chest in the crypt is the Sword of Thunder, and the second chest in there is actually the sword you need for progression.
You're an evil person.
That's already happened once, I think.
It might have. I wouldn't be surprised. All right, Goes. You want to take us out?
Take us out, I shall. Thank you, SpeedGaming, for allowing us on your amazing network and being able to showcase off this wonderful game and our tournament. If you guys liked the show our runners, Dragondarch and PMAkfal put on, please make sure to give them a follow. If you enjoyed the commentary of my co-commentator, Matrick, or myself, please give either one of us a follow. And with that, it sounds like we will be back here on Saturday, right around 9 p.m. EDT, and I hope to see you there. And on that note, please have a wonderful night and take care.
Jeff Peters.